Welcome back to States and Kingdoms. We're very excited to talk about Live at Leeds. We rehearsed. We did not rehearse.
Yeah, but the Who we love so much.
Yeah. So we're really happy to talk about this. But as much as this is very nice, and we're not a vinyl channel.
I don't know what that means. No, it's a YouTube channel. Silly.
This.
That's the stuff.
This is the one.
That's what we listen to.
Yeah, this is what we listen to hours and hours as little tykes.
Yeah, we've been Who fans since we were wee lads.
We were teenagers. Whatever.
Strapping young men.
So, I mean, basically, just want to say, this greatly expands Live at Leeds.
The original release was not as long as the expanded version that we had on compact disc.
This greatly expands Live at Leeds. What did I say?
Yeah, just clarifying.
Anyway, yeah. And they've also released the Super Deluxe version, which they keep doing. They did that for the Who Sell Out Super Deluxe version, whatever. Which has the whole
full
performance of Tommy. Yeah. Which is, neat. But I think this is the perfect form for this, really.
Well, yeah, this is missing stuff that I really want to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to listen to... Yeah. But this is what people heard for all that time and still considered it the greatest live album.
Yep.
And I'd have to say, I agree. Can I put this down somewhere?
I got it.
Thank you. I need my hands. I have to talk with my hands. Like Senior Wences.
Let's talk about the Who.
Anyway, I would agree. I agree. It's the greatest live
album.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to think of all the live albums I listen to. I don't listen to a ton.
Frampton Comes Alive.
Well, no, I don't really listen to that a lot, no.
Live at Budokan.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We do have that.
Well, yeah, I know.
We do love Cheap Trick.
Yeah, I have listened to that a lot. No, the two that I listen to, it's this and Band of Gypsies.
I listen to this the most, and then next would be Genesis's live albums, which I've got. We've got Seconds Out and Three Sides Live. I do enjoy those quite a lot.
Dork.
But yeah, I can't think of any other live albums that I really like.
There are a few, but I'm just saying this is live album listened to most. Mm-hmm. So I guess I consider it the best.
Yeah, standard.
There's something about the Who, for me, and for you, and I'm sure so many other people, but there's something about the Who that just kind of, I don't know how else to put it, makes me happy.
They're just like the perfect rock band.
Well, they are. They are. I mean, the energy they put out, it's just a joyous sound, and,
the songs are amazing.
You get that so much on this. It's a good representation of them in 1970. And,
well, Pete loved to say that they never were able to, really get what they did live on an album.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
really agree. I think their records are fabulous.
But I know what he means, of course.
But they are really special live.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, who's a better live band?
The Who's a better live band, I know. You're Animaniacs.
I mean, from the masterful, playing, the songs are just amazing to start, and then they just have such a confident way on stage.
Yeah. But, the interesting thing, like, around this time, Pete had really found his equipment.
Finally.
He finally figured out. No, but I mean, he started using before this, but he started using the high watts, the SG with the P90s,
yeah.
The Super Fuzz, which is such a big part of his sound, and it's just, I don't think there's anything better as far as like a live sound. I don't know. I'm trying to think quickly. I mean, other than like Jimi Hendrix, which is such an obvious thing, and his Marshalls and like the fuzz face and all of the stuff that he used. The Pete Townsend sound is just so unbelievable.
Yeah.
The roar that those things put out, and how dynamic they are. The high watts are the crazy amps, and but it just suits him to a T. I mean, he's not far from the only person that used high watts, but I mean, like, it just suits him so perfectly.
And then you have John playing like the most ridiculous bass lines.
Yeah.
And then you have Keith playing the most ridiculous drum lines.
He does. If you listen to it, it really does sound like two Gene Krupas playing against each other sometimes.
It's just like fill after fill after fill, and it's unstopping.
Yeah. And then you have Roger, who it's hard to say. I'm not gonna say he's underrated, but he's a little underappreciated for what an extraordinary singer he is. I mean, live singer. Every time you hear the Who live, his vocal is flawless.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
He exercises a lot. He stays in good shape.
Well, he does.
Takes care of that body.
But he's great. It's crazy.
No, he's amazing.
Every single time he's perfect.
Yeah, and we saw them live a couple of times in 2000. 2000 and a little after.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. 2000 was the first one.
Yeah, it was definitely 2001 or 2002 the second time. And yeah, and I mean, of course, they were a little bit older, but still amazing shows.
It was still, obviously it was still the three of them. Both shows were still the three of them, so it was before 2002.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think the concert I had seen just before that was the Deftones, which was also just awesome. The Who were not in any way disappointing. They were phenomenal.
Yeah, those are really great shows.
In 2000, just phenomenal to watch.
No, I feel really lucky that we got to see them live.
Yeah,
so lucky.
Yeah, because I haven't seen. I mean, we saw Ray Davies. Never seen the Kinks.
Saw Dave Davies.
It's true.
We saw Ray and Dave separately.
You should have gone to see Mick Avery.
Yeah, down at the pub.
Yeah.
Heaven and Hell is one of my favorite John songs.
Right, and that's one of the things I really miss. Mm-hmm. I just, if I don't hear that as the opening...
No, that song means Live at Leeds to me. Like that...
You have to have the,
I love John Entwistle's songs. I love them on every album. And I love Heaven and Hell.
John Entwistle's amazing.
Yeah.
His songs are amazing. He was...
Great singer.
Phenomenal musician. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you have, an absolutely brilliant songwriter like Pete Townsend, but you have...
John Entwistle.
John Entwistle in the band, too. I mean, you're pretty formidable.
Yeah.
He was really something. And also, I mean, he has an
amazing
voice. Oh, yeah, that too. He had an amazing voice.
Yeah, no, I love his voice.
Tattoo.
This is so our version on CD that we listen to a ton is perfect. Mm-hmm. It's just perfect. The record, the original release just feels like it's missing a lot. I know we already said that, but I'm just looking at it again, and this is just such a great
snapshot. The original release is too little, Super Deluxe is too much.
Yeah.
It's just right.
Yeah. but I mean, it goes, it really gets the Who's, catalog. It really touches on almost everything that they've done already.
At that time.
Yeah. And, Substitute and I'm a Boy are, such great songs.
But, it's funny. I'm not sure because I don't know this for sure, but I know a quick one. Like, they stopped playing in, 71, and they've never played again.
Well, they played it a lot.
I know, of course. But I don't know how many, some of these songs, when they stopped playing Magic Bus, I can't even say that. When they stopped playing Magic Bus live, which I'm sure John was happy about, and that might be why they stopped. But it's really a representation of the Who.
Up until that
right
point.
After Tommy and in 70,
I mean, they did such great
but they
stuff
had,
after,
it's
right after that.
Crazy
But
early mid-70s.
This period
changed a lot.
Yeah, it's really, they're just so solid at this point.
No, I mean, there are a few bands that put out. I know we're not talking about any of the songs, but I don't think
Yeah.
Is there anything
specific
to talk about? I mean, these are all classic Who songs.
No.
I mean, actually love the version of "I'm a Boy" on this. That kind of staccato, And
I'm a boy.
Yeah.
He just sings a little bit differently.
A bit like Cagney.
Well, I don't want to get, copyright infringement. So I mixed it up. I did it on purpose. Don't you worry. I do really like
'Cause I'm a boy.
I like the, Amazing Journey, Sparks. Good choice.
Yeah, Cameron Crowe thought so. Light a candle. You can read.
Light a candle and you'll be listening to The Who in the dark.
Anyway, I was going to say that there are very few... I was trying to think of...
Light a match. Sorry.
Eat a plum. Anyway, there are, so few rock and roll bands that just have that energy of The Who. That feeling like they're gonna almost like break apart, that things are just
such a tenuous,
chaotic,
balance.
That they're just gonna break apart.
Yeah, but it's just perfection.
They're really unique.
Ultimate rock and roll sound.
Yeah, it's like gonna break up into particles, and there are some bands that I would say have something of that quality. I mean, we talk about Mission of Burma, as though. We've seen them live, not obviously in their first sort of iteration, but that feeling that like things are just gonna just fall apart, maybe. Just not.
Everyone might just walk off the stage.
Not in any amateur way. No, but I mean it's just like they're just gonna like start doing their own thing all of a sudden.
That kind of tension, though, is what makes a great live show.
Yeah, but it's unique and there are other bands too. I'm sure people could say like, oh, I saw
NSYNC.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm not even saying that it's not a question of being a great live band. It's just that quality of.
Well, who opened for them? The Wallflowers.
Yeah, well.
I mean, they've got it. They got it. They got it.
I thought the Deftones were an amazing live band. We were talking about that.
No, they were. I saw them. I saw them more recently than you, and it was a great show.
The shows were awesome. The Super Deluxe version is worth having if we don't have it.
We know, not yet.
But I mean,
the Super Undeluxe version now.
I would get it. I've got a pit bull now. I would get it because it's cool to have the.
Full collection.
Tommy and the live at Hull.
Well, yeah, I mean, I love Tommy, so I love to hear them play Tommy.
Yeah, it's crazy to play the whole thing.
The whole thing,
like, night after night.
I mean, what a performance. They're playing all the characters.
Yeah.
It's like Broadway, except not.
Yeah, except so much better. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, so Live at Leeds.
Excellent.
Is exactly as great.
Even
the vinyl is still fantastic, of course. It's still an awesome live album. It still sounds amazing. There's still, there's still so much in it. The My Generation medley, everything.
It's a lot of papers and documents.
But to me, the best version is the '95 release. I think it is.
Yeah.
And certainly
our
for
version.
us. Yeah.
The best version.
But one way or another, it's exactly as good as people had always said. And, yeah. Live at Leeds. What a character.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Love The Who. We love talking about The Who. We'll talk about The Who a lot more. And let us know what you think about our talk about Live at Leeds in the comment section. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time. States and Kingdoms.